Good evening, everyone. It's a real pleasure to be with you all tonight. That's the last session of our follow-up of the 21 days. My name is Christophe, and I'm with you from the northeast of France. So, those who have not yet get ready for their food soak, please be ready for that. It is such a relief after a warm day of work to go into your food soak. Being with you tonight is very special because it remembers me when I began Sahaja Yoga in the very early 90s. And this first year is one of my probably best year in my life, if not the very best. It's a completely transformative, very soft, very deep and nourishing experience. And we sincerely hope you are on the same path, that you enjoy this few first month with Sahaja Yoga and the deep and beautiful transformation it produces in us. So this session is today for beginners and continuing participants. Beginners are welcome. We will review and go deeper into the same topics as you have noticed probably for those who are coming since the beginning. It's I would say that spiral, ascending spiral, going into this knowledge and the practice of Sahaja Yoga. So we are reviewing subject that you have already seen and going deeper into the same subject and introducing new topics and techniques, and that will be the case for tonight. So you will see that at the end of the session, you can go into a breakout room, but there will be a lot to cover and to enjoy tonight. And of course, you can review the course materials and the recordings on the website. They are always available in totality for the past programs until today. So, and if you can, definitely reach out to the local persons practicing Sahaja Yoga, offering programs. You will have another experience to go to live programs. That's something, if you can, definitely go for it. So this is an important announcement. After 20 this following session, follow-up session, going deeper of the 21 days, we will take a 4-week break, and then we'll start a follow-up of the 21 days on July 23rd. We will give further announcements later in the program. So of course, you can and you must, and we recommend you to request a mentor. So you might be having now in the Zoom chat a form to fill out to request a mentor, or you can send an email. And if you're already requested, please allow us some time and we will find the right mentor for you. If you want to change the mentor, it's also possible. Of course, just request it the same way. An important request as well, we will ask you to fill in a short course survey. This is to tell us how you enjoy the 21 days and the follow-up sessions, what you like, what you prefer. If you have a suggestion or request for the coming session, this is very welcome and expected. Please do fill out. So Sunday, it was the 1,000-petal lotus. That's the session you have been through on Sunday. Of course, a very important session. The 1,000-petal lotus is your 7th chakra. You remember, this is the Bīja chakra that gives us the access to this entirely new dimension and reveals all the richness and this divine dimension in ourselves. And today, to help activate the whole subtle system and then increase your connection through the 7th chakra, we will have what is called the divine sounds of the chakra, the Bīja mantras, the very root sounds at the origin of the chakra. So this singing will automatically talk to your chakras individually and trigger, activate their very deep essence. So it will be a beautiful experience that you can also sing in with our lead of the second meditation. So agenda is today we will start with the foot soak, then foot soak balancing and meditation. Then we have a video of Shri Mataji, an excerpt of Shri Mataji. And we will have music. Then music part will be the Bija mantras that you can sing along. And at the end, we'll have a Q&A with the presenter. And as a surprise, we'll have some participants, those who've been through the whole 21-day session, sharing their experience and discussing their experience with us. Of course, you know, this is to remind you Sahaja Yoga is free and will remain free forever. So please let's start our foot soak. If I can have the slide. Thank you. Here we go. So by now you must be ready with the foot soak bucket, the soak inside. And what we will do first is, even before entering the foot soak, so raising our Kundalini and giving ourselves abandon. So those, if any of you is new, just follow the movements. Second knot. And the third time, we raise our Kundalini, attention at the center of the palm of our hand. Then we do 3 knots on top, above our head. And then the bandhan. So spreading those vibrations around us. The left hand is open on the lap. With the right hand, we spread the vibration, awaken each of the 7 chakras. And for the 7th, we don't come back, we stay with the right hand on the right side and put it back on the lap. We can take a few moments of silence for our attention to draw inside from the very base of our subtle system at the Muladhara chakra, the chakra number 1 on the chart, which is at the pelvic plexus, the point where we sit. And slowly we can move our attention towards the 2nd chakra, third at the navel level, and we go up the 4th at the sternum, the heart plexus. Then we go up to the base of the spine, the 5th chakra, the Vishuddhi. Then our Kundalini goes through our brain, crosses the 6th chakra, where the left side and right side cross, and pierces through the fontanelle bone area, enlightens the limbic area, opens the 7th chakra, and projects us into the collective consciousness, the silence of the meditation. Right, by now you are already your feet into the foot soak. And you can feel the flow of vibrations in your hands. and maybe on top of your head as well. So sometimes it is dim, it's very gentle and little, and it will gradually increase the perception. And you can gently lift your hands a little bit above your lap and feel in your hands what is the condition of your left side and the right side, left channel and right channel. So just keep your attention on top of your head and feel in your hand if one side is heavier, is warmer or cooler. If you feel some pricking in one of your hands, all those subtle indications will gradually teach you how to become your own master, to be able to balance yourself, your system, and awaken the central path. Maybe you can also feel the difference in the fingers. Cool, heat, pricking, little pain sometimes. Because foot soak is an active, it's a technique, it's a clearing technique. So this is to balance, clear our subtle system. So we'll put, as we are doing together, the balancing, we'll together put our right hand towards the floor. You have probably now experienced how having Shri Mataji's picture in front of you is a source of vibrations, helping your Kundalinî to raise and your chakras to clear. So just feel the vibrations coming through your left hand and your left side getting lighter, all heaviness being absorbed through the right hand towards by the Mother Earth. Then you can bring back the right hand on the right lap, and we will lift our left hand above the shoulder to use the ether element to clear our right side, for the heat of the right side to evaporate in the ether. So for us people who are a little bit more right-sided, you know, we all are very involved in day-to-day life activities, especially when the summer is coming, the heat comes. There is another very powerful and simple technique helping us to awaken the left side qualities, thus balancing the right side, reducing our ego and bringing the coolness of the left side into the right side. So this technique, you can see on the screen, you let your left hand open and you raise your right hand along the left side, you cross at the sixth center and you go down into the right side. And this movement, raising the left side, pushing down ego and right side, is really a very calming, balancing, refreshing technique to reduce right side and ego and bring us to the center, to balance. So at the end of an active working day, that's a very efficient technique for those who tend to go towards the right side, which is many of us. And we can do it 7 times, 21, and repeat more even if we feel good with it. So I let you experience the number of times you want to do it, at least 7, and you can repeat. So, and in case you are the opposite, you have a tendency to have the left side express more, that you feel heavy, you feel a little bit blue, like you have a tendency to be sad, or you are over emotional. Those are signs of an overactive left side. So the exact opposite techniques works for you, which is to raise the right side qualities and push back all the superego and nourish the left side with more the action power, the sun power, something that will enhance your self-esteem and your dynamism. So this is for you to understand through the vibrations when you do your balancing. And that's extremely important, basic key for the success of your balancing and creating a very sound and clear path for your Kundalini to raise and take you into deep and stable meditation. So we can stay a few moments. You can keep your eyes open if you wish, watching Shri Mataji's picture, like you would watch a beautiful scenery, not staring, just relax This will help your attention to stay in the center and cross and stabilize at the top of your head on Sahasrara. And you can ask your Kundalini, "Oh, Mother Kundalini, please allow me to reach the meditation state, the thoughtless awareness that let me enter into the divine silence. Let me connect with this all-pervading power of divine love, which I can feel in my central nervous system." So you can now rinse your feet with the bucket. And put your bucket inside, at the side, if you're not close to the sink. Dry your feet. And before we launch the excerpt of Shri Mataji, we will raise our Kundalini and tie it 3 times. Just raising our Kundalini and tie it, not doing the mandan. Just 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So before we launch the Shri Mataji's excerpt, it will be a beautiful excerpt on Sahasrara, which was the last session topic agenda. Some apologies because I forgot to invite my co-host tonight, Peter. Maybe he can come up on the screen. Peter is joining us first time from Poland, and he's the one who is going to lead us through this beautiful Bīja mantra session. So Peter, would you give some words about yourself, and then we'll have the continued meditation.
Hello, good evening. Yes, I'm going to lead the session about the Bija mantras, which are, as Christoph has said, divine sounds in our chakras. And what we will try to do after Shmelaji's speech, we will go deeper into meditative state, and we'll just try to activate our chakras through these divine sounds, which we call Bija mantras. And actually, they correlate with the sounds of our 7 chakras. So each chakra has special sounds, a special Bija mantra, which we will use just to activate fully our subtle system. So this will just feel on our hands how the power of the sound can really help us to go deep into meditation.
Looking forward to it, Peter. And so now, before we'll have the Shri Mataji's talk.
Perhaps we are not aware as to what we have achieved in the real sense of the word. You've got your vibrations, you can feel this all-pervading power. You are, as they say, swimming in the ocean of joy. You are all enjoying the collectivity and that you have transcended many of your limitations. All this has happened to you because it is your right to have it. I don't take any credit for it. Only thing, all the time I've been pointing it out to you, one thing, that now you have entered into the kingdom of God and enjoy yourself. We have to see around ourselves. The whole nature enjoys itself, doesn't bother. Doesn't bother about anything. They haven't got realization. They haven't felt the Param Chaitanya. But how is it they know that we have to enjoy? The flowers that come out for a short time and fade out. But as long as they live, they are very happy. They don't think of their past or of their future, but they enjoy the present. And in the present, they enjoy what? Is that they are fragrant and giving fragrance to others. They are beautiful and they are soothing others. The whole nature is like that. If you look at the birds or anything that we call as natural, is all sort of in a meditative mood. All these hills and big, big mountains, they look as if they are witness to whatever has been happening. Now, we have to really first look back what we have achieved. That is important, because if you are climbing up on a hill, if you look back, you get a shock and you may fall down. So normally people say never look back. But a person who has earned some treasure, he again and again goes and counts it and finds out how much he has got, and every time he sees that, he enjoys. So to know relatively what we have got and how we have achieved something will definitely give you greater strength of mind and richness of life. The first thing that has happened to you, I would say, which is very important, is this, that you have felt this all-pervading power. That shows that you must have been great seekers of truth, honest, sincere, sensible, that just coming to my program, you felt the vibrations. And after that, you started settling down into it. So many of you have felt it. Suddenly, and they were amazed, and they were shocked and surprised, and they wanted to test whether it is true or not. But then you were confident, you found it, that you've got definitely a new dimension in your life, and that you are feeling this all-pervading power of divine love. I'll take one lecture sufficient to describe this all-pervading power. But what you got out of it is the essence of it one has to know, is a complete freedom. You have achieved your complete freedom. First of all, the freedom has come to you, first of all, most important, is from your ego. This wall of ego you have crossed. You have got out of the bondage of this ego, which was really so much full of problems for you. When a drop becomes the ocean, it has become the ocean, but it's not the drop anymore. If anybody thinks I am a special person, then know that you are no more an ocean. You are still the drop. Because unless and until you are the drop, how can you feel that I am something special? So you have lost your speciality. You have lost it because all these ideas of speciality comes from your past. One lady I met once, long time back, she was a very rude, proud, arrogant woman. So this was in Delhi, where people are very conscious of their husbands' jobs and this and that. I didn't even know the destination or even the designation of my husband. So she was very rude to me. I said, "What's the matter with you? Why are you so rude? What's the problem?" She said, "You don't know? I am the wife of such and such." "You're the wife or the husband?" "I am the wife of such and such." So she asked me, "What are you doing here?" I said, "I am a housewife." Then my husband came in. She said, "Do you know him?" I said, "Yes, I know." Why? I thought there must be something wrong there also. So she said, "No, I just want to know, how do you know him?" As if I was some criminal or what? I said, "He's my husband." "Oh my God, he's your husband. What happened?" As if 10 serpents have bitten her. Maybe her husband was at a much lower position than my husband, maybe something which I am not conscious of it. But this is what is, I am something special. So, this stupid idea of being special has to be completely negated in Sahaja Yoga. Not mentally. Mentally, if you are going saying, I'm not special like a mantra. You'll become much more. Because you'll say, I've said this mantra 23,000 times. Who can say like me? So this idea, I am something special, I am something great, I am something out of the blue, something superior to others, just vanishes. Like as I said, you are a drop in the sea. You have become the ocean, but you are no more a drop to have any relative value system. There is no relative value system. There is no system by which you can say that I am higher or he is lower. All that has created all the problems of the world. See, from our caste system in India, the social systems in the West, the racialism in the West, also self consciousness of my religion is better, yours is worst, we are the best. All these things have created problems. It has done no good, it has failed and failed and failed. So, in Sahaja, at least don't bring this disease anymore. That I am better, our country is better. This speciality you should drop. And real beauty of your personality will show. For that, you don't need a special skin, you don't need a special body, you don't need a special, what you can call a glamorous look. What you need is a beautiful heart. And I tell you, it's the beautiful heart that attracts, nothing else. It's the beautiful heart that you want to have.
So we can stay in this meditative mood. Let's keep our hands open on our laps, and we can either close our eyes, or if we feel we want to have it open, then let's watch Mataji's bindi on her forehead in a relaxed manner. And we will just sing without any kind of idea of having a artistic expression. It's more about just the meditative mood we have during the singing. So either we can sing together, you can join me, or if you don't feel to sing, you want just to stay silent in the meditative mood, you can just listen to the Bija mantras. It will also have this impact on your chakras. So basically each chakra resonate with a different sound. And here we have the sounds for each chakra. So for Muladhara chakra, we'll sing Bija mantra Lam. For the second chakra, we will sing Vam. For Swadhisthana chakra, the sound, the Bija mantra that will help this chakra to open is the sound Vam. For the third chakra, for the Navi chakra, we will use the sound, the Bija mantra Ram. And for the heart, it will be Bija mantra Yam. For Vishuddhi, we will sing Ham. And for Agnya chakra, we'll do a little different that it shows here. We'll sing Ham Ksham. And for the Sahasrara, we'll sing Aum. So basically, Sahasrara is the silence. Sahasrara, our crown chakra, the seventh chakra, is actually the silent one, but the Aum helps us to bring the balance, because sound A is correlated with our left channel, U is our right channel, and the sound M activates the central channel. So then the balance is there and Sahasrara can open fully. So we'll sing it Aum at the end. So we can go into more meditative mode. The whole idea of the exercise, the whole idea of singing Bija mantras is just to deepen our state of meditation. So first we can just bring our attention back to the center. And we can just remain in silence for 1 minute. You can just try to hear the beat of our heart. And let's find this silence within us. So the first chakra, Muladhara chakra, is correlated with the sound lam. So on every chakra we will sing these Bija mantras in a fashion that first we will sing Om, then 3 times Bija mantra. So it will be Om, Lam, Lam, Lam. And the whole sequence we will repeat 3 times. So let's try it. Can focus our attention inside. And we will sing Om, Lam, Lam, Lam 3 times. Second time. And the third time. You can just stay in the silent meditation. Let's try to absorb the vibrations coming from this sound before we sing another Bija mantra. So we can continue our session with the Bija mantra for Swadhisthana chakra, for the second chakra. And Bija mantra, which will help us to open Swadhisthana chakra, will be the sound Vam. So let's sing Om, Vam, Vam, Vam 3 times. Om So we can move our attention to Nabi chakra level, to the third chakra in our subtle system. And here the sound, the Bija mantra that will help to open our Nabi chakra is Bija mantra Ram. So in the same way, we will sing Om, Ram, Ram, Ram 3 times. So now we can put our attention on Anahata chakra, which we also call as heart chakra. So on the level of our heart is Bija mantra Yam. We'll sing 3 times Om, Yam, Yam, Yam. Let's try to go together. We can now go to the level of our Vishuddhi chakra, our 5th chakra. So the sound that will help us activate our Vishuddhi chakra is Bija mantra Ham. So we can sing it 3 times, Om, Ham, Ham, Ham. Let's try to feel on our hands how the Bija mantras work on our subtle system, on our vibrations. So during this exercise, we can focus on our hands and see for ourselves how the vibrations of these Bija mantras help us just to go deeper into the meditative state, and also to feel our vibrations better and better. So on Ajna chakra level, on the 6th chakra, level, we can sing actually Ham Ksham to Bija mantras. Here we have two parts of Agnya, one part, one petal. The sound for this petal, for the left petal, is Ham, and for the right petal is Ksham. So these two sounds actually, they create the Om, this sound which you see on the screen. But we will go deeper into this chakra and we will sing two sounds, Ham, Ksham. So let's sing it in this way, that we will sing Om, Ham, Ksham, Ham, Ksham, Ham, Ksham. And all the sequence we will repeat 3 times. And the second one, Om, Ham, Ksham, Ham, Ksham, Ham, Ksham. And the third time, Om, Ham, Ksham, Ham, Ksham, Ham, Ksham, Om. Let's stay in the silent meditation just for 1 minute. So to conclude our singing practice of Bija mantras, we'll sing Aum, Bija mantra for our Sahasrara chakra, the 7th chakra. We'll do it a little different than before. So basically we will sing long Aum. It's going to be sang in a 3. It will be first long A, then U, then M. Maybe I will sing it first, just for you to listen. So with the full breath, we will sing these 3 sounds, and it will go like this. Let's try to sing it in this way, that all 3 sounds have more or less the same length. So it should be really long A, really long U, and long M as well. At the end we should also sing this last sound M. It should be really like vibrative. So let's sing 3 times. So you can just stay now in a silent state. We can close our eyes or watch Mataji's Bindi. Just for 1 minute, let's try to absorb all the vibrations from these sounds. So just to finish our meditation on our Bija mantra practice, singing of Bija mantras, we can raise our Kundalinî and give ourselves abandon. Let's do abandon together. So thank you for this session. I hope you felt this meditative state better after this Bija mantra session.
Thank you, Peter. That was a wonderful and powerful session.
Thank you very much.
That is something that we can almost all practice at home. That's something really that helps to go deeper. So it's always difficult to cut meditation. Actually, you can stay in the meditation state during the quick announcements that I'm going to go through, and to hurry up into the Q&A and experience sharing with some of you. So you understood this was the last of the session 2, going deeper. And it went on for 12 weeks on Wednesdays and Sundays. So during this period of time, until we start session 3 on July 23rd, you can reach and join the website here, wemeditate.com, every Tuesday and Thursdays at 8 p.m. CET, Central Eastern Time. So same time as we have at 21 days, and you can join freely and this meditation twice a week, or email for contact at Sahaja, sy.europe-21. Session 3 starts, be with us July 23, and spread the word around you if you enjoyed it. It starts and on Monday and Wednesday, so the days are changed. It is Mondays and Wednesdays for 4 weeks. Same time, same link. About the program resources, it's very important to request a mentor. At the beginning, you might have, like I would say, a flickering experience, especially that if you don't have the opportunity to meet yogis, practicing yogis in person. And those first month really are key to establish yourself, to settle all the benefits you gain from practicing Sahaja Yoga from this early practice. So a mentor will really help you to guide you, fill the gaps, stabilize the knowledge, and learn how to reproduce your meditation at home. That's really how you will get all the benefit flowering into you gradually and like blossoming into a beautiful tree. So you can also join our community in the WhatsApp group. If you want a mentor, as usual, go to the chat. Those who are on following on YouTube, go to Zoom, come to Zoom if you want to request a mentor with following the link on the chat. Same to join the WhatsApp community. And this is something that would help nourish your attention on the progress of your internal journey of awakening all this subtle divine system inside you. So daily messages, course reminder, and more if you want to go and enjoy the WhatsApp community. And of course, you always have everything from the first session till today on the website that you can directly access to with the hashtag, all the recorded session, all the hands-out and more available on freemeditation.com. And as mentioned at the beginning, please take a few moments to complete this short survey to help us and how to plan, improve our next 21 days session. What was your experience? Do you plan to continue? So these questions are the key to us and will help you also, as Shri Mataji recommended during her message, her talk, that you have a look at what you have achieved during those last month. This is an important handout that helps really in your daily routine meditations. You know how to read the correspondence between your hands and your chakra. This is one of the absolutely unique discoveries brought by Shri Mataji into Sahaja Yoga, how our subtle system is entirely connected and at the speed of light to our subtle system. So this gives us the ability to correct all imbalances in our subtle system and let this inner tree flourish. So these affirmations are the very affirmation. It means that like the Bīja mantra talks to the chakras, those affirmations are the absolute essence of those innate quality we have in the chakras. They are very precious to activate your subtle system during your meditation. This is a handout as well accessible on the website. So now we are ready to go for the Q&A and welcome our participants who are ready to share their experience with the 21 days. Peter, would you join that we can together hear, answer, and enjoy the sharing?
Yes, of course.
So who's coming first? Shraddha and Rosa Maria. Nice to see you. It's nice to have somebody that we see because we feel like talking to ourselves on this when we speak around that. So very welcome and nice to have you sharing. Who wants to start? Hey, another practitioner. Shraddha, you starting?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay, good.
So,
So yes, we would like to know, yeah, the question is as mentioned, that we would like to hear about your experience during this first few months practicing Sahaja Yoga. And yeah, maybe as you wish, give us some
yeah,
examples what you benefit.
yeah, definitely. Am I clearly audible?
Yes,
First of
yes.
all,
Yeah, all fine.
yeah, yeah. So, I was introduced to Sahaja Yoga, like I've been practicing, and I was introduced to this 21 day meditation program by one of the yoginis in Oslo.
Uh-huh.
Um, and I've been staying in Oslo for like a couple of years now. So, and it can be very, uh, what to say, lonely here.
Mm,
And I, my, what to say, originally I've been like very much into self-criticism and negative thinking all the time or overthinking all the time. And it always had this question that why is this happening with me? And I couldn't find any answers.
mm,
And with after joining 21 days meditation program, I think with each chakra as you are everyone explored like each chakra and told us about the properties of each chakra and uh, helped us understand. I think I started to understand myself better,
mm,
and eventually it has helped me to calm down a bit. I
mm,
think it's a quite remarkable thing for me to
mm,
have my mind calm down so much
mm.
that I'm not so self-critical right now. I think
Yeah.
that's a tremendous positive change for me.
Uh-huh.
In addition to that, I've also like very uh, it goes with negative thinking that I'm always critical or I don't trust everything that's told to me.
Mm-hmm.
So there have been so many questions, and that's where the mentorship program helped me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I got a mentor, wonderful mentor. She is from Norway as well,
Mm-hmm.
and she has helped me like a sister. She has literally handheld me through all the issues I have and helped me have meditation sessions every day and to feel that inner peace. That has been an amazing experience for me.
Uh-huh.
And I understand that it's like a small. Right now, I can't have that. What to say? That Oh, 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 sorry.
Yeah. She wants to participate as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, the phone call. Sorry. Yeah. So what I was saying is um I lost my train of thought.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, so what I was saying is that it was so wonderful, like when I was meditating with this 21 days meditation with everyone, all who are realized souls, and feeling that kind of that beautiful peace inside.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, right now, I don't feel it all the time. Of course, I get disturbed when I go outside in the world and um, face different things, but I think feeling that when we meditate together, I think I want to have that all the time, and that kind of gives me more inspiration
Mm-hmm.
to continue with the program.
Yeah.
And it has been really wonderful experience for me.
And
Yeah.
this negative thinking has just vanished, or there is a specific technique that is working well on that and helps you to reduce that?
There have been a lot of different techniques. I think the workshops that have been held on Sundays and the
Mm-hmm.
mentor, both whenever I have any issues, both have helped me in one of the other ways. There have been specific techniques like uh, I I realized I'm quite left-sided, so the
Mm-hmm.
candle treatment and earthing, like
Yeah.
trying to be more in touch with earth, sitting on earth or walking
Yeah.
in the grass. It's hard when we are like living in a city and we don't get in touch with the earth so much.
Yeah.
And I think I struggled with to feel vibrations
Mm-hmm.
before. So having that coconut oil massage on my hand, that helped. So there were like quite some few
Ah,
tips
yes.
and tricks
Yes.
which helped. They're like a combination of everything, and I am really thankful for everyone who has been guiding me through.
That's a message to all others listening. If you stick to Sahaja Yoga, you will have more techniques even to help yourself clear
Yeah,
your chakras and balance your system.
yeah.
And
It's like a gradual exploring of things.
yeah,
So Yeah. So it's like I won't get everything on the first day, of course, but if I stick and then I find new and new ways to feel better and be better. So
Are you
it's
going
a
to
it's
stick to Sahaja
yes,
again?
yes, definitely. Yes.
It's beautiful testimony. It reminds
Thank
us
you.
when also we started and the wonderful experience that we have those first months and years. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks to you. You can stay online if you want to share some things after. And maybe Rosa Maria, you want to say something? I would
Yeah.
ask the same question that if you can share
Yes.
your experience.
Yeah, I came to Sahaja yoga meditation through. I was just sitting in a cave with my friend, and we were singing and using singing bowls. And this older couple came by, and they poked their head into this cave, and they said, "Oh, that's wonderful what you're singing. Can we come in?" So we invited them to uh, come in and listen to us singing. And when we finished, they said, "Oh gosh, that was so beautiful." And then they said, all of a sudden, it just came out of their mouths, "Have you heard of Sahaja Yoga meditation?" And I said, "No, neither of us had." And we wrote it down. And then we went back to my friend's house and we put on the video of Sahaja yoga meditation and obtaining the realization. So my friend got her realization straight away, and she says, "Oh yes, I've got that draft. I'm going to go make tea now." And then I didn't get my realization at that time, but it was a few weeks later. But I decided after that experience uh, of my friend, I thought I'd like to uh, join a local book group if there was one. And I couldn't believe it because there wasn't many groups in the north of England. But when I looked on the map, there was one 20 minutes away from where I live.
All right.
So I joined that group,
Oh,
and
excellent.
we meet once a fortnight. There's not very many of us, but it's really beautiful to be in contact with like minded people and to experience within a group basis meditation.
Mhm.
And I really realized from the very start how important it was to be within a group environment rather than working on my own.
Yeah.
Because in the past I've done things on my own, but I realized very quickly that when you get into a group environment, it accelerates what's going on within you,
Mhm.
and uh, and just is a real beautiful support as well. Um, so that's within the group that I go to in my locality, and also this group as well. Yes, it is really important to me. Um, and it also gives me that oomph to keep going because
Uh-huh.
I'm receiving the benefits. Um, so the mentor is absolutely beautiful and helps me with any problems that I have. And it helps me with different techniques. Um, and in my life, I'm just finding that, well, after the first session, in the local group, the next day I got up in the morning and I thought, gosh, I feel so good. I went down into the forest and then I met so many different people that day. But they all lived in Saltburn, but because my vibration was so different, I was meeting different people. And I felt so bright. That did deteriorate as the week went on, but it was a glimpse of
Okay.
how
So
I
it is
can.
the group experience that made you stick to Sahaja Yoga.
Yes.
Okay, I can hear that definitely.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and do you have the same experience of the group experience when you are online? It's
Yes.
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 Isn't that amazing?
Yes. It is amazing.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
It's quite magical to experience it. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, yeah, because we're all connected, we're all one, and that
Yeah.
distance between us, you in France and me in England,
Yeah,
it
exactly.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, we think that it is this medium of internet, but it's actually that our attention gets connected through this all-pervading power, which is all around, and just, I don't know, magically we feel the vibrations of each other's anywhere we are. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, and it's so beautiful. And I actually discovered this when the COVID came about. And because I'm a bit of a technophobe and I didn't want to do any of the top technology things. But anyhow, I went out of my comfort zone and joined up different groups and I discovered doing things together in groups, even though it was online, it was a really beautiful experience and a beautiful support during that difficult time. Yes.
So,
So there's so many things that my life has started to flow. I'm finding people coming to my life through. I want to do different projects in my life, and those people just appear almost in front of me. But by using the vibrations on my hands, I can ascertain whether or not to accept an invitation or reject it. And then magic happens when I do take up those invitations. Like one example was my friend asked me to go to a breakfast about 30 miles away. And I thought, God, I'm not going 30 miles for breakfast. And then I sort of sat and worked with the vibrations, and I thought, oh, I need to go. It seems that maybe I need to go because might be somebody there that I want would be useful for the project I want to do, and to meet that person. So I went, and then I got sat next to this lovely lady, and she was I'd known her about 20 years ago, and she'd been working as a chef. I didn't realize that. And I'm looking to start a cafe, and I'm looking for a chef. So
wonderful. This is
it,
divine coincidences, isn't it?
yes. And
Mhm.
life is starting to
Yeah.
get a lot easier when I just sit back and take notice of these things and don't rush into making a decision.
All right.
But work with the vibrations and see what's going on, and then make my decision. And in that way, it feels like I'm making a more direct route on my journey and making my life flow more easily. So it's a really beautiful time.
So do I need to ask you if you stick on to Sahaja Yoga in the future?
I would definitely be doing it.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Rosa
Thank
Maria. It's
you.
a beautiful testimony. Is that something you want to add, Peter, before we close the session for tonight?
I would like to say just it's wonderful actually to listen to the experiences of all the new seekers and new practitioners, because somehow we tend to forget our own, like beginnings, and it's so refreshing for us to hear all that. It's really amazing for us to remember ourselves, our beginning of the journey with Sahaja Yoga. And yeah, it's really amazing for everyone to hear these beautiful testimonies.
Yeah, so thank you again, Rosa Maria and Shraddha, for sharing. I hope we can meet someday also in person somewhere. Sahaja Yoga is a big family, and we definitely have the opportunity to do that. And maybe online also for the next session. So we have to conclude. And for those who like, there is still breakout rooms possible if you want to go deeper into today's message or any question you have. And let me take this opportunity, as it is the last of this the follow-up of these 21 days, to thank all those who are working tirelessly in the background to put up those programs, to coordinate all the speakers, the musicians, all the technicians who are there to make it flow seamlessly. And I suddenly forget those who are working on the graphic design, on the social networks. So they are all entirely volunteers. And this is for us who are coming as host or speaker or musician, such a joy to be here, and everything is ready. And so thank you all the participants. And that's because with all of you together that this can work. And thank you, Shri Mataji, of course, because without her, nothing would have been possible. So concluding this beautiful session. Hope to see you for the next one, July 23rd, and say you bye and enjoy your meditation during this period. Bye-bye.
Bye, goodbye.